But no one really knows what their sexual marketplace value is, because all transactions are based on perceived sexual marketplace value. Like, I got a thing for cute nerds. That's my thing. And that's not necessarily what the culture tells me women are supposed to look like in terms of their archetypal beauty. But that's something that's really interesting and attractive to me. And you never really know until you engage a person how they perceive you in terms of your general attractiveness. Just because you don't accord with the socialized, normalized sexual marketplace value doesn't mean that you can't be highly attractive. Or conversely, just because you are 6'4" and you make a lot of money doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to be very attractive to certain women, right?
Yeah.
But the kicker is that you really only know your sexual marketplace value when you get into a relationship. So it's like, I had a...
Dear God, I don't know what is going on. Listen to this comment. Which fever dream am I in? The cat girl staring off into space, warrior princess holding adopted the Ethiopian real doll, and a psychologist explaining to a bunch of 20 years old girls things that they should have learned in their undergrad psych classes.
I knew somebody that I was very close to. She was an artist, and she had never sold a painting before. And she started by offering her paintings for $100,000, which, God bless her, you know, I love the courage with that, but it just wasn't really realistic that someone was going to buy a piece of art for $100,000 from an unknown artist. It was only when she began to bring down that price that we got to see what that painting was actually worth. And that only occurred because somebody was willing to pay X amount for it. Until then, the actual price or the value of that painting was kind of like just pure potential. We only really realize worth in the moment of transaction, which can only occur between two individuals.
So you're saying, okay, so then let's say the girl gets into a relationship, then how do you determine her SMV from the guy's status?
Yes. So I think that you can kind of, in this framework, determine a woman's sexual marketplace value by the normalized sexual marketplace value of the men who are willing to get into a relationship with her. And you can determine a man's male sexual marketplace value by the normalized sexual marketplace value of the women he is able to sleep with.
Okay, what if she's gay? How do you determine her SMV?
I don't know. I guess you could do it. I think most of these concepts apply also to gay relationships.
But I don't know if lesbians are hypergamous.
They are really big on commitment. There's an old joke about what does a lesbian bring to a second date, and it's a trailer because she's moving in. So there's takes all kinds, but there is my understanding, a big bent in lesbian relationships towards commitment.
I mean, when you're done, you're done. Videos like these make marriage such a scary subject. You don't want to approach it or even hear about it. Check out how this guy handles his marriage.
I love them kids, my dear heart, but I can't do this. Sometimes you get fed up. I'm waking up, I'm going to work every day with attitudes, getting into it with my boss, arguing with my employees, my co-workers, and it's like, I just can't do it. God, please forgive me for doing this. I never meant to be this way. Like, you know, I'm a good man at heart, but sometimes you get fed up. I done asked her 7 times to leave, and it's just like, I can't deal with this no more. I just want y'all to see, I got her stuff out here, and if you ever try to come over here and mess up my house or anything like that, man, I already got my police report filed, so they will come find you. Don't come over here on my property. This is my property. Y'all see nothing wrong with the house, no windows busted, nothing's wrong. Let me show y'all the side. So she come over here acting crazy. First of all, she's going to jail. Second of all, I just want to show y'all so that don't nobody say nothing like, oh, that was already messed up and you trying to. I can't do it. When you fed up, you fed up. $20 an hour to sit down and answer the phone. You tell me what you look like. Like, I can't do this. Your stuff is outside. I apologize, God. Please forgive me for doing this, man.
If ever comes a question between your family and your happiness, you choose your family. That's your duty. That's your responsibility as a man of the house, that you have to prioritize your family. End of story.
Would you sacrifice your family for your happiness, or would you sacrifice your happiness for your family?
If I'm not happy, no.
What about you?
I would definitely go for my happiness, because what is life about if we're not trying to be happy?
And what about you?
I've actually been there and done that, and I did choose my happiness, and I'm happy I did.
With all of your answers, this is the reason why women initiate 70 to 80% of the divorces, because you prioritize your happiness over your family. Marriage, to be honest, isn't about happiness. Marriage is about purpose and duty. Happiness is fleeting. It's up and down, meaning that you're happy at one moment and then you're not happy another moment. Men, we could be unhappy. We act despite how we feel. There's guys that suffer in sexless relationships, sexless marriages, and still stay with that woman.
You have one life to live. Why would you sit there and be miserable for the rest of your life?
Men, we don't think the world revolves around us. Like, men really love a girl. You just love that man based off how you feel. I think the only thing you do love is your feelings. Men, we don't prioritize the way we feel. We prioritize what's real, and that's family, that's the woman, that's the children. So we'll sacrifice our happiness for a relationship without a problem.